This is the easiest way to overcome the objection when it comes down to interest rates. Now, I'm hanging out in my podcast studio. I just put up this sign earlier today. I'm actually super proud of it. I'm not very arts and craftsy, but I put that up, so I wanted to do the video here. Before I get into exactly how to overcome the interest rate objection, you know the drill. If my content, if this video, if anything I say helps you out, helps you do another deal, share it with another agent, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know how we're doing. So interest rates, I want you to think about this, that anytime interest rate objection comes up, I want you to think of one thing: interest rate equals payment. Interest rate, payment. Interest rate, payment. The moment you hear that objection, I want you to remember me telling you this: payment. And the reason we talk about payment is because, contrary to popular belief, people do not shop with their purchase price, they shop with their payment. If you think about the lending process, it's called DTI ratio, debt to income. And all that's factoring is, do you have enough money, cash flow every month to make the payment? Whatever that allowance is, that dictates your purchase price. So even from a lending standpoint, we actually shop with payment. So when somebody gives the objection and says, I'm not sure about interest rates, they're high, I don't know, I want to wait for them to come down, what we're going to do is, just like we talked about in other videos, we're going to agree and then we're going to pivot. So I'd say something like this: hey, yeah, I get it. Interest rates, they could go up, they could go down. We really don't know what's going to happen. But let me ask you this. If we found the perfect property, like it checked everything on your list, literally perfect, and we were able to run the numbers, and the monthly payment, what your mortgage payment was either at your budget, if not below budget, is that something that you'd be willing to take a look at if we could get that monthly payment to a comfortable spot, if not lower? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes, okay? And so remember, the reason we're doing that is because people, when they're thinking about buying a home, it's gonna just come down, like the interest rate and the price is kind of, it really doesn't really matter as much as the payment does. So we wanna take the conversation right back to the payment, because that right there is the question that will tell you the answer if they have motivation or not, right? Hey, forget all the other stuff. We all know that you're gonna qualify with the payment. If this monthly payment is affordable, if not below your budget, is it something you'd at least entertain going to look at the property? And so when you have that question, and when you ask that question, step number 2 is going to be getting them to a lender, right? Now that I'll have a whole other section about how to properly transfer your clients to a lender and how to have that conversation that provokes interest but doesn't get into the nuts and bolts. Let your lending professional do that. But remember, this one's quick and easy one. When it comes down to interest rates, I want you to take the conversation to payment. You ever gone to buy a car? Guess what? You know when you're at that dealership that it does not matter what that car costs or what that truck costs. What matters is the payment. If I can get what I want for the payment I want, you're gonna buy it. It's not that simple with homes, but the concept is exactly the same. So remember, when interest rates come up, your job is to pivot to the payment. We want to ask, okay, I understand interest rates may not be where we want them to be today, but if we were able to find the perfect home for a monthly mortgage payment that was either at or below your budget. Now remember, the home is perfect. Every square foot is exactly what you're looking for, in the right area, everything you've wanted, perfect home, and the mortgage payment was comfortable, if not below your budget. Is that something you'd at least consider taking a look at? And let them do the talking from there. That one trick, interest rate to payment, will solve about 9 out of 10 interest rate objections. So I hope you have better conversations with your buyer. And remember, interest rate, payment, interest rate.